Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday the 16th of February. We've got some new mods. We've only got 3 today. However, one of them is astonishing. Anyway, we'll go into that in a minute. Update today, there's only one. The small heating plant by Red Phoenix has had an update. We have got in front of me the Pöttinger Servo 35. This is by IMModding, 7.96 megabytes download, 4 slots on console each. I say each, there are 3 in this pack. We've got a 1.5 metre, a 2 metre and a 3 metre. I've got the 3 metre one just here. We'll have a look at the options on them in just a second. This is a rotating plough. This isn't one, when you fold it, it goes from this position to more directly behind the harvester, but it doesn't rotate and go down to the wheels. These wheels are for when you put the plough in the ground to keep it levelled at the point you want to for the plough. Just so you're aware of that. What I will do is go into here and go to there and go to ploughs. So we'll start on the far end, which is the smaller one. So for 10 grand, 4 slots is the 1.5 metre. Options on this, you can have lower link balls or pins on the front attach, and then wheel setup, we've got standard, narrow or wide. Tyre choices and that lower link ball option is the same on all 3. The middle one does have a different option. That's also 4 slots, that's the 2 metre, 14 grand for that one. So we've got lower link balls and the wheel set option on this. But on this one, we've got a 3+1. And I don't know if you can see just behind the wheels there, there's a bracket. If I spin around there, you might see a little bit better maybe. There's a bracket. So it's a 3 furrow and then an additional has been put on. So a 3+1. It's still a 4 regardless, but if you put it on 4, it takes that bracket out and it makes it was built as a solid 4 furrow. Again, it's a minor detail, but adds a little bit to it if you want to go down that route. And then we've got the Servo 35.6, which is the 3 metre. Again, lower link ball option, pins, or the tyre choices. So, what we'll do is we'll start this up. Just realised what I've forgotten to do. Put that on and that on. There we go. So, if we fold the plough, it does that, puts it a little bit more in line with the tractor directly behind. Unfolding it puts it out into the position it would be for actual harvesting, so you're not hitting, telegraph poles and fences and all sorts of stuff when you're going down the road. Makes life a little bit easier, doesn't it? We drop it down. So as you can see, that bottom wheel this side, if I spin around so we can see, I know you wouldn't be ploughing like this normally, but you can see where that bottom wheel is touching the floor. It is rotating. So keep it in position. If we get to end of field and we want to rotate the plough over, the other wheel, the other side, will drop into place when it goes down, and that wheel will move. As you can see, we can create fields. It's a plough. They pretty much all do. I've said that before. So allow and create fields if you want to extend your field or start a new one. You absolutely can. If I fold that right now, it won't let you. If I say fold plough now, it has to be rotated back to the original position before you can fold it. So for transport, it has to be in that position. We'll do that. Then we fold it, and then we can go down the road. So let's disconnect it. There we go. So the Pöttinger Servo 35 by IMModding. Moving on. We got this, the JCB TM 420S by RossN Mods. Recently we had the 320 by RossN Mods, and we had a 320 by someone else. I can't remember who the other one was by now. Mine's gone blank. Anyway, this is the 420S by RossN Mods. 20.65 megabytes download, 13 slots on console. I think the 320, I'm trying to think, the 320 didn't have the option of the front twins. This has an option of front twins and rear twins on a couple of the tyre choices. Really nicely made, nicely detailed. This one does have an optional strobe bar on the top if you want to go for a strobe bar. It's very crisp and clean. This you'll find under vehicles, under telehandlers, just there. 119,000 for the base model. Slot count will come down to 1 from the 13. So we've got Michelin, Trelleborg, Mitas, BKT, Friedrichshain, Nokian, and back. So Michelin and Trelleborg have both got extra tyre options. Your Mitas, BKT, Friedrichshain, Nokian don't. They just come with those ones I've just shown you. So under Michelin we've got standard, wide, twin front, twins all round, back to standard. Same with the Trelleborg, standard, wide, twin front, twin rear, back. I think I went for that option. Then you've got no beacon, low beacon, high beacon, or strobe bar, light bar. You've got standard attached at the front, or you've got a JCB Q-fit. All the stuff still attaches to it. It's just in the real world you have the quick fit attachers that slide up underneath the hooking. Then we've got main colour, anything on that palette. So if you want to go for something a bit fancy, something a bit different, you can. Rim colour, we've got the matte grey, which we're on at the moment. There's a matte black, and there's a chrome, and then you've got all the other colour options you get in the palette standard. And then license plate option on there too. So let's hop in, start it up. As you can see, that door is open. We can open both doors on this one. Horn, lights, strobe bar if you've gone for the strobe bar. If not, you've got a low or high beacon option. And is it L1? No, L1, R1. Left stick side to side does that door. Right stick side to side does this door. It's pretty cool having both open or closed actually. Get on it. There we go. The other thing I noticed, or I don't know if I'm just imagining it, this did seem a bit more responsive on the turn. I've always found with articulated wheel telehandlers, they can be a little bit sluggish on the turn. This one seems, I have to say, pretty agile and pretty responsive. I like that. Interior, nicely detailed. It's pretty cool with the windows open, the doors open as well. Nice bit of kit, this. There you go. That's the JCB TM 420S by RossN Mods, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today. And it's a pack of sorts, and it's, like I say, it's astonishing. I'd never heard of the company before. The company's called Laverda, and they're from Italy. So we've got the Laverda, but we do have some other options on this. We can have a Laverda, a Fendt, or a Massey. This is the Agco levelling pack. Now, Laverda, up until I think it was 2006 or 7, something like that, Agco bought 50% of the company. Then in 2011, I think Agco bought them out completely. That's why you got the Fendt and the Massey in the range as well. But this has got the levelling pack, levelling system to it, which makes it just an incredible piece of machinery. I've always said I do like something a bit different, and it popped up and I thought, okay, we've got another harvester. Next level. It looks a bit peculiar initially when you kind of look at it and think, okay, it sits quite high on the suspension, but oh, that's just the start. You'll find it under harvesters out on, well, not on the very end, one in from there, 365,000, 8,600 litre tank. We've got the option of the Laverda M300 MC SLC at 250 horsepower, the M310 MC SLC at 300 horsepower. We can then have the Fendt version at 300 horsepower, or we can have the Massey AL4 Beta if you want that version. I'll go back to the Laverda because it's a company. I'm trying to think, have we had Laverda on console yet? I don't think we have we? I'm racking my brains now. We did have a. I'm not sure. So wheel brand. Now this is the same as looking at the telehandler just now. There are no tyre options within these. So we've got Trelleborg, BKT, Michelin, Mitas, and back again. No wides, anything else like that, just those, and then there's a license plate option as well. So fairly straightforward. If we come out of there and we go down to our headers, under tools, there are two in this pack. We've got the Free Flow 25 foot and the Free Flow 20 foot, both Laverda to start off with, but we can swap those to Fendt and Massey to match up if you want to. The 25 foot, that one there, is 7 slots, 7.6 metres wide. That one was 7 slots, 6.2 metres wide. And as I said, we can go for the Laverda, we can go for the Massey, or we can go for the Fendt option, whichever you would rather. So now we get onto the good bit. So if we start with just the harvester itself, we've got our lights, we've got our beacons, all good. Pipe out and disable straw swath, we can do that. I need to unfold the harvester first. To unfold the harvester, which I always forget to do, it does that, which you think, okay, that's a bit weird. That's adjusting the suspension. Once you've unfolded the harvester, it will go into an automatic levelling mode. But anyway, we'll get to that in a second. Pipe out, it's got a nice long pipe on it as well, which extends actually quite a bit further than the headers that come in the pack. That's the wider of the two headers. Put the pipe away. I'm not sure if it changes anything at the back. Let's zoom in a little bit. If we disable straw swath, oh it does, there we go. So disable or enable straw swath. And then we got this. Now I'm not sure if I can do this with it open or whether I have to do it closed. Yeah, so what you have to do, if you want manual adjustment before you kind of head out, I'm not sure if it will allow you to stay on manual adjustment then, because once you get into the field, if you put it on, if you open the harvester up, whether it will change that. But if I fold the harvester now, it will do that. Now I've got these options under L1 on PlayStation controller. Anyway, right stick side to side. We've got, honestly, it's incredible. We've got this movement and that movement. So if you're doing hillside work and you want your harvester to remain level while you're doing hills, I mean that will go up to, I mean that's, what's that, 30 degrees? 40? I mean it's insane. So that's under that stick. If we go this way, we can go, let's go down first, we can go that way. So we're coming down a hill, we're going up a hill, and this is where it gets truly astounding. Think of the steep incline you could go up, and I've got a hill here. I haven't got crops in it, but I just wanted to show you just a kind of idea of how steep you could go up and keep the harvester almost level. So the header will stay on the ground. That it's incredible. So you got all that tilt. It's the sort of thing you could take to a car park. Car park in Milton Keynes or Essex somewhere on Saturday night. You know the ones you get in the US as well, where the suspension bounces, and it's that kind of thing. That's what farmers do with their harvesters. So we'll put the header on, and I'll unfold the header. Unfold the harvester. So if I unfold it, you just click that again, and you'll see when I drive towards the slope now, the header will adjust anyway, but the suspension should now adjust automatically. If I drop the header down, imagine we were harvesting. Look at the suspension. I don't know if you can see it. Harvester is staying level, header is twisted. If I spin round now, look at the suspension on the back. That is just incredible. And then you come off that onto the flat and it gradually adjusts itself back again. If we go directly up the hill, let's start there. Spin round. Look at that. Oh, I love it. It's so different, and because straight away I thought, oh okay, someone's done a bit of a bonkers mod. No, I looked up online. It's a real thing. There's pictures of it in the field. Is that not just brilliant? Oh man. It resets itself. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold the harvester. I'm going to adjust the suspension because I've got a funny feeling as soon as you unfold it, it will reset the suspension. So if I do that and put it in that position, for example, and then unfold the harvester, is it going to put it back? Yeah. So whilst it does say it's got manual and automatic, once you've got the harvester unfolded and you're running, you can't then adjust the harvester yourself. It's automatic at that point. I mean, not that it matters, it's brilliant. It's still phenomenally good. So not just the, I mean, we've had harvesters where the headers will level and they will adjust to the movement of the ground, but that is something else. Anyway, sorry, I've gone a bit gushy over it. I just think it's amazing. I didn't show you inside, did I? Inside. See, too overexcited. That's brilliant. Love it. That's the Agco leveling pack. I didn't even say it was buy, did I? So I'll say it now. 28.29 megabytes download. We talked about the slot count. That's by the new farmer, Farmerboy, and IMModding. That's it, as far as I can tell, for the mods for today. Thursday, the 16th of February. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.